Hello and welcome to the Indian Classical Guitar Academy. My name is Jack Jennings. Today we're going to be looking at Raag Shuddha Sarang and a special technique for developing fast lines using a very logical numbered system. I'll be breaking that down a little bit later. But just before we get started, I'd like to let you know that there's a new way to become a member. You can sign up 1 month at a time for $25, or you can sign up for 3 months at a time for $50. So that's a big reduction for quarterly payments. Or if you'd like to buy the Essential Techniques for Indian Guitar course, there's a bundle going at the moment and it includes the Raag Yaman course and the Raag Jog course. So buying the Essential Techniques course gives you 2 other courses for no extra cost, and this is a one-off payment for lifetime access to that bundle. And that's running until the 1st of July, so check that out if you'd like to take advantage of that, or you can become a member to access all of the courses, and there's new courses coming out every month for members. So I'm just going to drop you now straight into a demonstration in Raag Shuddha Sarang, and at the end I go a bit philosophical talking about the importance behind this special concept. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you next time. Hello and welcome to this new exercise in Raag Shuddha Sarang. This is something that I've put together. I was working with a student and we were improvising in this rag, and because the composition comes in on beat 7, we were just looking at creating some different lines that take you from beat 1 up to beat 7. So you can be improvising, then looking out for the first beat, and then you can put in one of these little patterns to take you up to beat 7 and then restart the composition. You guys will be getting familiar with all of these concepts now. So this is something that's we just start with playing the theme a few times, and then I realized that we can do a nice little numbered pattern where we can play groups of 3 notes, 4 notes, and then 5 notes, building up in that order, and that will perfectly fit into the space of time that we have. It's funny how things just perfectly work out like that. So this, like 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5, or 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 1 2 3, that just matches the exact period of time that we've got from the first beat up to beat 7, where the main theme comes back in. So I went to work just thinking about a nice passage that would link in with that. So just simply going like 1 2 3 4 5, the ni sa re ma pa, simply just going up the ascending order of the rag, starting with ni, and then going to ni, which is where the main theme starts. So you're traveling from that low ni up to the higher ni, and then bringing in that main theme. So we're building up to that. It's as if that's the subject, and now we're going to see different variations that we can do with that line. So if we take it as 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5, then we're just going to build up to that. So the first one you can see here, starting on beat 1, is just going to be ni sa re 1 2 3, and then 1 2 3 4, and I decided to use the Shuddha there, which is actually from the descending. You could play Tivra Ma, but the Tivra Ma really makes you want to hear the Pa. So I thought if we played the Shuddha Ma, the natural fourth there on fret 12, that sounds a little bit more balanced, I think. So you get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the entire sequence there. Ni, sa, re, ma, pa. Okay, so we get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the fingering of this is not too difficult, because if we've got 1, 2, 3 with the index, ring, that's a sort of common fingering that we've used for threes. 1, 2, 3. And then with the 4, we can just extend that with the ring finger, sliding the ring finger up. And then to do the 5, it's going to be similar. Extend the ring finger up and then use the little finger to play Pa. So Ni, Sa, and then Re, Ma, Pa with the ring finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that takes you back into the theme. So I'll just play this to you. I'll start from a theme previously, so you can just hear this kind of coming in. Okay, so here we go. I'll just pick it up from here. And you can hear that the line comes in on beat 1, and that interrupts what you're used to hearing. When you hear the theme, you're used to hearing that Re on beat 1. That's actually where the piece really finds its resting point, on that Re. So there's a certain weight that you put on the Re, that natural second, in the Sarang family of rags. All the different rags of the Sarang family, the different variations of Sarang, they still have the second as a Vadi note, as a very strong note. So you can hear that after the theme, landing on that note. But instead of going to that note, we begin these different variations. And that starts the theme. Okay, so that's the first one. I'll just play it to you one more time, just with I'll just give you a one bar count in. Okay, and let's hear it one more time, but I'll just count it for you as we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you can see how that one works. In the demonstration, I play this at 100 beats per minute, so it's a bit slower. This is 150. At 150, it sounds more natural, it sounds more flowing, but you can see it being played at 100 beats per minute, so it's nice and slow in the demonstration, and try playing along with that. And this is a very traditional type of rhythmic idea. You can almost see it as different shapes, where the starts as a longer line and then becomes smaller and smaller, or it starts as a smaller line and then becomes longer and longer. And these are seen as different ways to play around with the numbers, and we're doing it using the ascending structure of the rag. So with this kind of rhythmic experimentation, it's very much something that comes out of Carnatic music as well in South India, and that's the idea of actually these shapes in Carnatic music. They have the idea of different musical shapes, whether it's getting bigger to smaller, or smaller to bigger, or small, big, small, and some people actually draw them as like a sort of shape, almost like a graphic score. But when you're following the structure of the rag and using numbers in this logical way, then it's almost like you're not really creating anything. You're just seeing what naturally unfolds, but that's actually considered to be a really valid artistic pursuit, that you're letting the different concepts flow through you, and you're following the innate logic of the music and beats and rhythm and time, and how the rag just kind of expresses itself through you as a musician. So it's not so much about your own unique ideas as it's about the actual natural flow, the natural order of the rhythm and the rag. This is a way of thinking about this kind of it's kind of an intellectual approach, but the philosophy behind it I think is actually quite interesting, about the kind of natural order being uncovered with the music. So that's just a little side note about maybe a more appreciative way of looking at these kind of patterns, which they might seem a bit dry and mathematical, but you can also just appreciate them as something a bit more than that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson. If you want to start one of these courses, you can buy them individually, or you can subscribe monthly to access all of them. For subscribers, there will be new content every month, including live streams where we can answer your personal questions and go into more detail about applying this material. So far we've covered Raag Yaman, Raag Bageshri, Jog, Hamsadwani, Kafi and Raag Malkons, and there's much more to come. This body of work is a culmination of the 18 years experience I have as a guitar teacher, combined with the knowledge acquired through studying the sitar directly, and then adapting that material using the guitar techniques that suit this style best. To create these courses and gather the most authentic material possible, I work closely with other Indian classical musicians such as Manish Pingle and Gurdeng Riot. I'd like to give a special thanks to my guru Roopa Panesar, who has guided me in the creation of these courses. Much of the material has been adapted directly from my training with her. Also Shakir Khan, my guru, who's been inspiring me immensely and continues to shape how I approach the instrument and this incredible world of Indian classical music.